In this video, I am going to show you how to find the area of a triangle given side, angle, side. So let's draw a quick diagram of the situation. We're talking about triangle ABC. Now, angle A is 28 degrees. Side B is 14. Side B is always across from angle B. So the 14 will go right here. And side C is 9. Again, side C is always across from angle C by convention. So I'll put the 9 right here. See how we have two sides and the included angle, the angle in between. Anytime you have that, you can find the area of the triangle using the following formula. It's just going to be 1/2 the product of the two sides, so 9 times 14, and then times the sine of the included angle, so sine of 28. So you can just put all of this in your calculator. Now I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to show this every time, but I will show it the first time. So I have 1/2 9 times 14, etc. Okay, so 1/2. I'm going to put this in as a fraction, so I want to make sure you know how to make a fraction. So I hit alpha, y equals, and then enter, and that's how you make a fraction. Now I know what you're thinking, couldn't you just use 0.5? And yes, you could, but if you're doing that because you don't know how to make a fraction, then that's the bigger problem, is the fact that you don't know how to make a fraction, and you should. Okay, so it's time to learn, up your game. So 9, 14, 28. Okay, real quick, I need to make sure my calculator is in degree mode. I have been burned by that before. So I'm going to hit mode, make sure I'm in degree mode. We're good. Boom. So I'm getting 29.577. Got to round up. Okay, and then it didn't give us any units. Like if this was meters, then this would be meters squared. I guess I'll just put units squared to show that it's square units. Anyway, they said nearest tenth, so this would be 29.6 if you round it to the nearest tenth. I'm going to go ahead and leave it at 3 decimal places because that's what I like to do. Alright, let's do some more. Now, you can tell without drawing the picture that these will be two sides and the included angle, because anytime you have the two letters and then the angle is a different letter, then it's going to be two sides and the included angle. If we have triangle ABC, okay, and here we have angle B is 42.8, and then lowercase a here, side A, is always across from angle A, so this would be my 12.7, would be across from angle A. Side C has to be across from angle C, so the 5.8 goes here. And like I said, you see that we have two sides and the included angle. Anytime you have two sides and the included angle, the area is going to be 1/2 one side times the other side times the sine of the included angle. I'm just going to put this in my calculator off camera. I am getting 25.024. And there are no units, so I'm just going to say units squared because it's area. So that's it for number 7. Okay, number 8 is not two sides and the included angle. because I have two angles and I don't have two sides. So what am I going to do? Well, let's draw a sketch. So here's A, B, and C. A is 15 degrees. Angle B is 113. Side B is 7, so that's going to be right here. And that's all the information that we have. Now, if we only had side C, then we would have two sides and the included angle. So I think that needs to be our strategy, is go ahead and calculate and find side C and then do what we did before. Okay, so let me not use green. On green it would be hard to see. So first of all, for the law of sines, you need an angle and the opposite side. So we have that right here. So that's why I'm going to say sine of 113 over 7 equals. Now, we really need to find side C. So we need side C and angle C. Angle C is absent. So we need to do something about that. The three angles in a triangle always add up to 180. So if I start with 180 and subtract these two, that will leave me with angle C. That turns out to be 52 degrees. So let's go ahead and do the angle and the opposite side. So that's going to be sine of 52 over C. So we can solve this by cross multiplying. If I do this diagonal, it gives me C sine 113. If I do this diagonal, it gives me 7 sine 52. If I divide both sides by sine 113, then these will cancel out and that will give me C by itself. So I just need to put all of this in my calculator, which I think I'll go ahead and show this time. It's been a while. You can set up a fraction by hitting alpha, y equals, enter. Okay, I need 7 sine 52. So 7 sine 52 over sine 113. Okay, I'm getting 5.992. Okay, so that's C. Okay, fine. So we just found side C. Well, now we have two sides and the included angle. So now we should be able to go on and find the area of the triangle like we are supposed to. So the area should equal 1/2 the product of the two sides. So 1/2 7 times 5.992 times the sine of the included angle. So sine of 15. So I'm just going to put all that in my calculator and see what I get. I'm getting 5.428. And there are no units, so I'm just going to go ahead and say units squared, square units. So that is the answer to number 8. Okay, how about number 9? Alright, I think this is going to be pretty similar to the last problem we just did. I see that we are not given two sides and the included angle. So let's go ahead and set up our diagram. So let's see, triangle A, B, C. Side A is across from angle A. So this 19.2 will go here. Angle A is 53.8. And angle C is 65.4. Okay, we need two sides and the included angle. If we had side B right here, then that would be two sides and the included angle that we'd have. So let's find side B. Well, to find side B, though, we're going to need angle B. So let's go ahead and find angle B. I'm going to find angle B by subtracting these two angles from 180. That turned out to be 60.8. So now I'm going to do the law of sines. Okay, I have this side and I have the opposite angle. So that's going to be where I start. So I know that the sine of 53.8 over 19.2 should equal the similar ratio with another angle side pair. So of course, since my whole goal is to find side B, then wait a minute, that's not a highlighter pen. So I definitely need to use side B and therefore angle B. So the sine of 60.8 over B should be equal to what we started out with. A little cross multiplication. Along this diagonal, I'm going to get B sine 53.8. And then along this diagonal, I will get 19.2 sine 60.8. And then we will divide both sides by sine 53.8. That way I can cross these out and get B by itself. I'm going to go ahead and put this in my calculator off camera. Okay, so for side B, I am getting 20.769. Alright, notice how I'm using 3 decimal places. I've been doing that all evening. It's going to be really important that I'm doing that now, because I'm going to use this value to find something else, the area. If I had rounded this to the nearest tenth or something like that, that would create far too much error in my later answers. So you should always use at least 3 decimal places if you're going to use that value to find something else like I'm about to do right now. So anyway, now we have 2 sides and the included angle right here. So now I am equipped to find the area. Because the area should equal 1/2 the product of the 2 sides. So 1/2 19.2 times 20.769 times the sine of the included angle, the angle in the middle, which in this case is 65.4. I'm just going to put all this in my calculator and that should be the answer. Alright, I got the area equals 181.286 square units.